I have 10 minutes to make this video, so in the next 10 minutes I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to navigate the rest of 2024 and make sure that you're ending on an absolute high. I honestly think this is the best way to end the year, and if you're watching this video then you too don't want to write off the rest of this year, and I absolutely love that about you already because that's not what we're here about around here. I feel like it's so easy at this time of year to be like, right, I'm going to leave things till January, I'm going to just kind of let things go, let things slide, I'm going to allow things to just sort of be as they'll be, go and enjoy Christmas, which is absolutely fine. But you're leaving all of your things, you're writing off a whole month of the year. Could you imagine if in January I said like, I'm just not going to do anything this month, I'm just going to sit back and relax and not really care? Like, you'd be like, what on earth? So why are we going to treat December in the same way, and why are we going to act in that way in December too? And I think this is so important to recognize. Also, if you start now, this is even more important to realize. If you start now, you're putting yourself in a better position for January. Even if you're thinking, oh my goodness, like I have all these social events in December, I have all these plans in December, I can't possibly stay on track 100% of the time. If you start now, you will actually be putting yourself, you'll be stopping yourself from going backwards. So if you don't do anything, you're going to end up going backwards, which means December, instead of starting from here, when you've done December and you start in January, you're going to be starting back from here. Whereas if we do something in December, we can start to move forward slowly and steadily. Even if we're staying near enough in the same place, at least we're heading in that right direction, and at least we know where we're wanting to head. And that is the whole point of making sure that we stay on track in December. I think December is such a good month for getting going with health and fitness. Also in December, another one of my reasons why I'm always like, yes, go for it. If you are new to the gym and you're wanting to get into the gym, December is such a good time to do that because the gyms are so quiet. Like, the gyms in December are a different kettle of fish compared to the rest of the year. The summer they get busier, January they're absolutely crazy. So if you can get a plan in place in December and start to feel a little bit more confident, start to navigate the gym, start to understand how it all works, at that point in time you're going to leave in December feeling more confident and start January a different person. You're going to be ahead of the game in that as well. So I think these things are all really important to think about. You don't need to be perfect to start a fitness journey. I know in December you're going to be going out with friends and family, you're going to be doing fun things. That is completely normal, and I completely appreciate that, and I want you to do that too. However, you do need to also realize that although December is a month that is a little bit crazy and a little bit chaotic, you do need to understand and realize that yes, it is that month, but you can still make progress. You still have control. Maybe 10 days you are going to be going out and doing fun things, you still got control of the other 20 days in the month, and that is so true. Never mind the amount of meals that you've got control of in those times that you do, the days that you are out, you still got control of your breakfast maybe, or maybe you still got control of your tea. There's things that you can do even if those things are happening. One meal out is not going to ruin all of your progress. So these are my top tips for December to keep you on track throughout this month, because it is harder. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It is a hard month, especially when everyone else is winding down, but we're not losers around here. We're not going to do that. We're not going to sit back. Excuse the coffee machine. Ready to go. We're not going to sit back and relax throughout December because we want to be in that better place by January. And I think that's a really good mindset to have. Like, I can't do this for you. Like, if you are not ready to make that investment in terms of time, energy, money, sacrifice into yourself, then you are not ready, and that is fine. Turn this video off now because this is not for anybody who is not ready. You need to be ready. I cannot make you be ready. If you are ready, these tips are going to make you thrive before the end of this year, and they are going to make you start 2025 in the best place possible. So listen up and get a notepad and pen out and write them down, because they're going to make sure that you enter 2025 a different person to what you left 2024 with, and these are going to make you get there. So number one is you're going to do these things for you. Number one, you need to get a workout plan in place that you can stick to. It's December, so be realistic. You are not going to be able to do 5 workouts a week if you're going from 0 in December. It's not going to happen. You've got social events on, you're going to be going away at the weekend, you're going to be doing different things. It's really important to think about those different areas. And if you set yourself up for failure, the problem is it's going to be very difficult to get back on track because you are new to health and fitness. You need to be setting yourself up with goals that are realistic and with goals that are feasible. 3 workouts a week is plenty. 2 workouts a week is a good place to start. So get yourself a plan that you can do, whether that's an at-home plan, or if you want to try the gym, I highly recommend it now. Going and trying the gym and getting that into your routine before the new year starts is also really important. They're the things that I would suggest. So go and get that in place and get that in position so you've got a better place to start in January. The next area that I need you to focus on is your nutrition. So this is where we're going to look at things a little bit different. Please stop cutting your calories down to the absolute minimum during this month. It is not going to help you. When you cut your calories down, what happens is your body adapts to those new calories. Now, if you're reducing your calories down to a ridiculous amount, what will happen when you end up going out with your friends or going out for some drinks or going out for food? Your body will not be able to cope with it, and it'll just end up putting on the extra weight. So cutting your calories down at this time of year is probably one of the worst things that you can do. You need to be eating in around a maintenance or in a slight calorie deficit is fine as well, but don't stress yourself out. Don't stress your body out by reducing your calories to a ridiculous number. So number 1, working out. Number 2 is definitely getting a meal plan that's right for you. Number 3, keep drinking your water. That's so important. This time of year, it's a crazy time of year. It's so cold. It's so easy to not drink your liquids, not drink your fluids. Water helps so much with fat loss, not only making you feel satisfied because you're getting more liquid in your body, it helps with the digestion, it helps with your metabolic rate, it just helps you feel fresh, it helps you feel ready. And I know it's difficult at this time of year, but everybody should be aiming for at least 2 litres of water per day. Number 4, is make sure you're getting your sleep still. These late mornings and dark nights are really, really hard. And what happens is our body clock adapts to that. It basically means that we need more sleep as we go into the winter months because it's dark out there. So you need to pick a time that works for you. If you are somebody who can't go to bed in the evening, don't go forcing yourself to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning to go and get a workout in before work. You've got to embrace and face that you're going to be going to the gym after work in the dark. And that's what you've got to do. If you can't go to the gym in the work after dark and you're quite happy going to bed early, get up early in the morning and do it. You need to pick which one is best for you and what works for you. You do not need to be listening to someone saying that you have to get up like 5 a.m. like this crazy person over here. We've been over the last month. You need to do what's best for you. Sleep has to be the priority. You should be aiming for at least 7 hours sleep per night, maybe 8 hours on some nights, but it does need to be a priority. That's what's really, really important. Sleep is so important. I'm just clicking my camera so I can see my face as I'm talking to you guys. Tip number 5, and this is really important, embrace the social occasions. You are going to be having social occasions this month, and I do not want you to think that you cannot go on these social occasions. The reason being is because if you cut out all of these social occasions, what's going to happen is that you're going to resent this journey. If you start to resent a journey, the problem is you cannot get back on track with it, and you're just going to end up doing an all or nothing approach. An all or nothing approach is the worst thing you can do when it comes to your health and fitness, because that's where we get yo-yo dieting. That's where we don't see those long-term results, and that's where we don't see those sustainable results too. So make sure you embrace the going out as well. Tip number 6 is enjoy the Christmas food, but also have a balance with it. You are not going to go all or nothing with food. You need to make sure you're having healthy food alongside that. Make sure that you are eating the food that you should be eating throughout the week. Make sure that you're having, if there is the odd treat there, allow yourself to have it. Don't stress out if you're having it, and then go back to eating your healthy meals throughout it. Don't go crazy one way, don't go crazy the other. It's that all or nothing mindset with training and with nutrition as well. Tip number 7, this is again around nutrition and food. This is the number 1 thing I can probably say is the most important thing you could do with your nutrition at this time of year, is keeping your protein nice and high. If you keep your protein nice and high and you're training well, even if you're eating other things, your body will be working in the right direction for what you need it to be. Even if there's a little bit of excess fat there, your body will still be trying to utilize the protein to gain muscle. It'll still be utilizing the protein to allow you to see that progress in the gym, and you'll still be seeing those results from it. So all I can say is try and get your protein in, even if everything else seems to be going to absolute pot with your nutrition. Really try and prioritize your protein as well. That's so important during this journey. Tip number 8, get a gym buddy that's going to help you. This is honestly life-changing at this time of year. Get a community of ladies around you that are doing the same thing. I would not be able to survive without my coaching girls. Like, honestly, they are amazing. I'm so, so grateful for the clients that I have, but they motivate me every day because I know I need to show up for them. And they do it for each other in the group as well. The other girls are doing it, and you think, well, if they're doing it, I can do it too. Having that accountability partner, having somebody there to keep you on track at this time of year is essential. It is so, so easy to fall off track, especially when it's this time of year. So you need to take ownership of that. Tip number 9 is track your progress. If you are not tracking your progress, then honestly, it's so much easier to give up. You need to be taking progress pictures. You need to be taking measurements. You need to be taking weight. You need to be making sure that you've got yourself in a position where you are seeing how well you are doing over time. So you need to be getting those recorded every single day, every single week, whatever you want to do, however you want that to be, and get somebody there to keep you accountable. Finally, number 10, And this is probably the most important one. Set realistic goals. Your goals need to be important for the end of 2024. We have got 4 weeks left. You are not going to change your whole life, your whole physique in those 4 weeks, but you can make a bloody start. What you can do is think, where do I want to be in 3 months' time? Where do I want to be in 6 months' time? Where do I want to be in a year's time? Those goals are so much more realistic than having a 4-week goal or a 3-week goal of where you want to be. Think really long term and what you want to achieve long term. Now, I am running a Black Friday offer where you can get loads of bonuses, up to £1,000 worth of bonuses, and up to 3 months free coaching from myself. If you would like to hear more about this offer, make sure you DM me the word offer so I can share with you exactly what that offer is, and we can talk a little bit more around to see if it's suited for you. Happy Tuesday, gang, and I'll catch up with you all soon.